All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back. So we got Nate Diaz and Canelo Alvarez. That's not a joke, dude. That's a real story, okay? Someone is trying to put that fight together plus another monster fight on the same card. Francis Ngannou and not Tyson Fury. Guess who it is? I'm going to tell you in a second. But first, let me tell you something that's going on today. I just deleted Jesse on everything, and I did that because I'm a member of the YouTube community, okay? I got a second strike on that channel, and for a video that I thought I was very careful on. And thus, I put myself one strike on that channel away from that channel being deleted, and then I found out when I inquired about it that they not only would delete that channel, they delete this one also. And so I was like, whoa, I had no idea. I literally had no idea that I was exposed on this channel if something happened over there. And thus, I deleted that entire channel. I literally deleted every single piece of content on there because I'm not risking this. That's like a side project that was like, whatever. This is my bread and butter that I love doing more than, like, that's not going to take this down. Now, I might expand topics a little bit and talk about some pop culture stuff. I'll tell you what I'm never talking about, medical information, ever again on this platform under any circumstances. So anybody from YouTube, don't worry about that. I am done talking about that ever. But, anyway, but do me a favor and shoot me an email if you have not already, because I'm building an email list just in case. And I have channels on Rumble. I don't really use them, but just in case, I don't think that this channel is going to get deleted or anything. But just anyway, subscribe to this channel though. Anyway, do me a solid. I'm having a rough day, dude. Having a rough day. But anyway, so yeah. So Eddie Hearn wants to put together Canelo Alvarez against Nate Diaz and then Francis Ngannou against Anthony Joshua. Okay. So let's talk about those two fights. Let's talk about Nate Diaz against Canelo Alvarez first, because what? I'm being totally serious. I want Nate to get a payday and everything, but what are we talking about here? Canelo Alvarez is the best boxer in the world. Nate Diaz is no professional boxing. How? Okay, you know what I mean? A person who is never at a loss of words is kind of at a loss of words because you're like, now Eddie Hearn knows what I know, which is that'll sell a lot of pay-per-views. That's for sure. That'll sell a lot of pay-per-views. But does anyone think that Canelo Alvarez or that Nate Diaz can beat Canelo Alvarez in any scenario other than Canelo Alvarez getting shot on his way into the ring? How on earth could Nate Diaz possibly win that fight? You know what I mean? Can you imagine if Nate actually won that fight? That would be so bananas. But I mean, come on. Right? Come on. That's not going to happen, right? That is not going to happen. Canelo is going to beat the brakes off of Nate. And that's no offense to Nate. It's Canelo Alvarez. You have no professional boxing fights. Boxing is descending into, you want to know what this is? This is YouTube boxing culture now. That's what this is. The fact that they would even consider doing a Nate Diaz versus Canelo Alvarez fight is like YouTube boxing. The reason why Mayweather and Conor made sense is because Mayweather was basically retired. He was at the end of his career, and he's not a knockout artist. Everyone knew Mayweather's not really someone who's going to devastatingly punch Conor McGregor because that's not how he fights. Or at least not how he fought by that point of his career. And you could kind of sell Conor's right in the prime of his career and yada, you could kind of sell that. Now you have the exact opposite. You have Canelo Alvarez, who's the best boxer in the world, who is a devastating puncher, an absolute murder machine. And then you have Nate Diaz, who's at the end of his career. It's the exact opposite scenario. Conor was in his prime in MMA and he was coming over to boxing. Conor was the one that was considered to have power. Mayweather was not, and he was at the end of his career. Now you're flip-flopping. The guy who has no boxing experience at all is at the end of his career. And the guy who is the boxer has devastating power and is in the prime of his career. Dude, he's going to kick the living shit out of Nate, obviously. No offense. Nate's going to take that ass whipping and then he's going to get paid. That's awesome. And I will certainly pay to watch it. It'll be awesome. But what are we talking about? And then on the other side, you got Francis Ngannou against Anthony Joshua and just a straight up boxing match. And I like it, dude. I got to be honest. I like that fight. I like it a hell of a, I'll tell you, I like it, certainly not a small amount because I'm comparing it to Francis Ngannou against Tyson Fury, which in my opinion is about the same as Nate Diaz against, Canelo Alvarez, right? Does anyone think that, I mean, seriously, does anyone think that Francis could beat Tyson Fury for real? Because I don't. I don't think there's any chance in a million years. I do think he could potentially beat Anthony Joshua, though. And here's the thing. If he beats Anthony Joshua, then you really got a Tyson Fury fight, right? Then you got a real Tyson Fury fight. And even if he doesn't win, who cares? At least it's a huge event, So, listen, I love all these guys. I love Francis Ngannou. I love, Anthony Joshua is kind of whatever. I don't dislike him, obviously, but I'm not a fan. But I am a fan of Canelo Alvarez. I'm a fan of Nate Diaz, and I'm a big fan of Francis. So I'm in, dude. Get these guys some money. If you really want to get down like a clown, Charlie Brown, you put a Paul brother on that card too. Just make it a straight up sideshow, dude. Do Logan Paul against blah, 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 or do Jake versus whoever. If you're going to do a sideshow, do a freaking sideshow. Go all in, dude. Do you know what I'm saying? All the way in. Sideshow. This is my mom. I got to take this. I love you guys. Subscribe to the channel. I'm having a rough day. Help me out. I love you. Peace. Hello, mama.